Hi everybody, this is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and today we're going to look at how to see baritone ukulele scales quickly in any key. So we'll learn major scales, major pentatonic, minor pentatonic, and blues scales. So let's get started and I'll show you how it works. Okay, today we're using a Fretboard Toolbox complete baritone ukulele interactive ebook version, and we'll start with the key of G. And this top section, the chord jig, I've had a lot of videos on that. It shows how to build the chords in the key. It shows the major scale, the underlined notes, shows the major pentatonic, and then the chords that build the scale. But we're going to skip most of that today and just focus on the more exciting part, which is how to see these scales. So here's a fretboard layout, and all the notes in white boxes are your G major scale. They're also the E natural minor scale. And the underlined notes are the major pentatonics. So let's start by seeing the G major scale, and it's the notes in white boxes. So I could start on this G here, and I could play A, B, C, D, E, F sharp G, going all the way up here to 12. Or I could play G, A, B, C, D. So let's do that one. So that's G, A, B, C, D, C, B, A, G, D, E, G. So that bottom one was D, E, G. So all these notes in white boxes are going to all sound good together in songs in the key of G major. And those are songs that use chord progressions like this, or ones like this. And so let's see a couple more places here. I could play D, E, G right here. That's D, E, G. I could slide A to B. So that's D, E, G, slide A to B, A, G, E, D. Then I could go B, A, G. So my goal is not for you to play the exact same thing I'm playing today. It is for you to see that when you can tell where the notes are that make up the scales, you can get a lot of miles out of just working around and moving around those chord shapes. I can play further up the neck too. Let's play D, E, F sharp G on 7 here. So here's D, E, F sharp G. So that's D, E, F sharp G, A, B, C, D. So that's your whole major scale. So the major versus major pentatonic is really similar, except the major pentatonic are the underlined notes. So it's the same as the major scale notes, except you skip the 4 note and you skip the 7 note. So my G major pentatonic is going to be G, A, B, skip the C, D, E, and skip the F sharp. So now I go back down here and I'm looking for the underlined notes. So I could play G, A, B, D, E. That would look like this. G, A, B, D, E, G, slide A to B. I can get all the way up to the D up here on the 10th fret, and then D, B, A, G, E, D, E, G. So you just want to be able to start moving around and teaching your fingers the shapes of those scales, and then you'll start seeing that those shapes are the same in a bunch of different keys. So let's say I wanted to goof around in the key of C. I can go to this, click on this key of C major. There's all my chords that make up the key of C major and how to build them. And now here's my C major scale notes. So if I want to play, here's C major is like this. So that was G, A, C, D to E, G, A, G, E, D, C. So I'm just playing with, there was the major pentatonic, just the underlined notes. So there's G, A, B, C, D, C, A, G, C. had the F in there, so that's a major scale. So same thing here, major scale is the white boxes and major pentatonic are the underline notes. So you can practice those in all the different keys and just work on moving around in those and play pentatonics and major scales. Now if I want to play some blues scales, those are going to look a little different. These are the bluesy chords here, G, B flat in rock songs, C, D, and F major in kind of bluesy rock songs. So now my white box notes are going to be the G minor pentatonic or the G blues scale. So let's play G to G. I'm going to go G, B flat, C, D, F, G. That looks like this. Here how it already sounds darker. And then I can add this other blues note. It's called the flat 5 note. The reason it's called the flat 5 is in the key of G, your 5 notes of D, so the flat 5 is a D flat. And on my blues pages, the flat 5s are shown with asterisks. So I can add this note in there too for some even bluesier sounds. So here's G, B flat, C, D flat, D. Oops, that B didn't sound so good, did it? Notice how that B didn't sound as good because it wasn't a minor pentatonic. It wasn't a white box or the asterisk. So let's do that again. So you just need to spend a lot of time goofing around with those scales, and then you can start building those chord shapes because they're the same. Scale shapes. They're the same scale shapes going all up and down. They're just shifted for the different keys. And the cool thing about toolboxes is, you know, any key you want to play in. If I want to play in E blues, then I can look, and all these white boxes are now the E blues scale. Then the last scale I want to show you is called the minor pentatonic, or natural minor pentatonic. And so the key of G has a minor scale called the E natural minor that fits together. And these chords here, the second set of chords, are your minor scale chords. So your one chord in the key of E minor is E minor, and then your 4 chord is an A minor, etc. So these are some cool minor chord progressions. And now I'm going to use the same notes as the G major scale, but instead of treating G as the root, I'm going to treat E as the root. So watch how this already starts sounding darker and sadder. So I'm going to play E to E starting here. So let's see how that looks. Here's E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. The same notes as the key of G major, but you're just starting and ending on E, and it totally changes the feel. If I want to play the E minor pentatonic, I'm going to use just the underline notes. So E, G, A, B, D, E. And that's kind of the main idea. So any major scale, any major pentatonic, any minor or minor pentatonic or blues scale that you want to play, you can find those with the complete Baritone Ukulele book. So if you want to pick up your own, you can go to the Fretboard Toolbox website. And also with those books, like go to the jam tracks section and click on 200 free jam tracks. And then all those chord progressions for the keys of G, A, C, D, E, and F, and then their natural minors, and then those blues keys. There's hundreds and hundreds of backing tracks for all those. So you can click on some G major jam tracks, and then I'm playing them at 4 different speeds each, and you can see what the chord progressions are, and then try the G major scale with this, try the G major pentatonic, and then it tells you the toolbox pages to use with it. So lots of stuff to play with there, and the G major pages are free, so if you want to check those out, go to pick your instrument, go to Baritone Ukulele, and today we were using the complete Baritone Ukulele book. So click look inside. We were using the interactive one today, but I also have a non-interactive one, which is just like the print, but you print it off yourself. And then I have, let's see here, I have a spiral bound version that is the same book, but it's on real heavy 80-pound cardstock, and it's spiral bound so it stays open, and you can see all sorts of cool stuff. And I've got these toolboxes for lots of different instruments, so and all the G major keys are always free, so feel free to check those out, and hope you found something useful today, and I'll have lots more videos coming on lots more instruments. Thanks for taking a look.